Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'll share with you how to attach your crinoline to your peplum. This is a 360-degree peplum flare that I'm going to use. I'm going to share with you the nice and fastest way to achieve a wavy and neat looking peplum. To my subscribers, thank you all, and if you've not subscribed, please subscribe and let's get started. So these are the materials I'm going to use for this work: the crinoline, lining, and also the fashion material. This is the peplum. I've already cut the peplum and I've put interfacing to it. The interfacing I use is a gum stay. I have a tutorial on how to cut and sew a 360-degree peplum flare on, and I'll leave the link to the video on the description box for you. So the first thing I'll do is to place the fabric on this way and the lining on the fabric, that's on the peplum. Then I'll place the crinoline. So I also went ahead to close the tip of the crinoline so that it doesn't poke whoever that will be wearing the clothes. So the next thing I'll do now is to start stitching. If you notice, I didn't place the crinoline at the tip. I came in about 3 inches, then I placed the crinoline, and I'll stitch down the lining, the fabric, the lining, and the crinoline by 0.5 inch. And when I am stitching, I make sure that my crinoline follows the curve of the peplum. When I'm sewing, I just use my hand to hold down the crinoline. I don't drag. I just hold it down and stitch by 0.5 inch. So while you are sewing, you will notice that the crinoline is trying to move away from the flare. So you just use your hand to adjust. You keep on adjust, you take your time, but while you're at it, make sure you don't drag the crinoline. When you are stitching, you make sure that the lining, the fabric, and the crinoline are aligned, and you are stitching down by 0.5 inch. And if you are someone that finds it difficult to stitch or hem a cloth neatly, I have a tutorial for it. I will leave the link for you on the description box. So if you remember, I left about 3 inches on the other side while I was stitching. So I'm just going to stop at that 3 inches and cut out the crinoline, seal the tip, and stitch down the remaining 3 inches. So after that, this is what I have. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to top stitch. So in order to top stitch, I'm going to open it up this way, and I will move the crinoline and the other fabric, the sewing allowance that I have this way. I'll move it towards the lining, then I'll top stitch. So while at it, I'll make sure the sewing allowance is facing the lining, is lined fit towards the lining, while I'll stitch it down and check it. While I'm stitching, I'll check to make sure that it's facing the lining. This is in order for my peplum to lie really flat and smooth after stitching. So after top stitching, this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to turn it now. So after I turn it, this is what it looks like. As you can see, it looks neat and beautiful already. So the next thing I'll do now is to give it a good press and also use hemming gum to make sure that everything lie flat. So first of all, give it a good press. This is me ironing and pressing it flat, and I'll sprinkle a little bit of water to steam it so that I can have a neat work. So I am concentrating more on where the crinoline is, and I'm going to give this fabric a good press from the beginning all the way to the other side of the peplum. So while at it, I regulate my iron so that it won't be too hot, so that my crinoline will not melt, because the crinoline is plastic, and when there's too much heat it can melt. So as you can see, I've ironed up to the end of the peplum. So the next thing I'll do now is to insert the hemming gum in between the lining and the crinoline. Now this is totally optional, but I mean, why not? It will give that smooth and perfect look for the flare. So I totally recommend using hemming gum for this, because it will keep the crinoline and the lining together, and it will give your work that smooth and professional look. So as you can see, I kept it in between the lining and the crinoline, and I sprinkled a little bit of water and I press it, and that's basically what I did throughout, from the tip here all the way to the end of the peplum. Now this requires patience. You need to be patient while at it so that you don't overheat your iron and spoil your work. So you open your flare up like this and you place your hemming gum in between the crinoline and the lining. Then you close it up, steam and iron. So if you notice, I am taking my time to do it, making sure that the hemming gum stays in between the crinoline and the lining. Then I'll close it up this way. I will steam and iron. So this is basically all on how to attach your crinoline. As you can see, it is looking smooth, flat and neat. Thanks for watching guys. Like and subscribe for more. See you in my next video.